Hey guys, this is Port Wars, everything with Crypto Marie. I am going to give you some information about Charles Barkley. It says that's when my career started going downhill. Charles Barkley will never forgive the 76ers for effing up the Brad Daugherty situation. Let's see. It says Charles Barkley had a successful tenure with the Philadelphia 76ers, even if the organization constantly failed to provide him with a supporting cast good enough to help him contend for the championship. The 76ers had a chance to supply its star with a running mate in the 1986 draft. However, instead of using the number one pick to choose a top prospect like Brad Daugherty, they traded it for a promising scorer and $800,000, which was an enormous figure at that time. Fast forward to today, and Barkley is still salty about that move. Okay, I'll never forgive the 76ers for effing up the Brad Daugherty situation, because that's when my career started going downhill in Philadelphia. When we traded Brad Daugherty for Roy Henson, a good player, Barkley said on Bill Simon's podcast. I remember we went out and got drunk that night before the draft. I am like, man, this is gonna change the whole thing, because I think I made my second or third all-star team. I was beginning to start my prime, and I was like, man, I am going to have Brad Daugherty for an X amount of years. I can't wait, Barkley added. And before you know it, they traded him. And let's see what has happened. Forgive me, guys. Sometimes you're reading a paragraph and then ads coming. Trading Moses Malone on the same day. Chuck remembered going home so hammered and receiving a call from a reporter asking him about the trade, which the retired power forward could not believe. He even said he had to take the quickest shower in the history of civilization to sober himself up and call back the reporter. Oh God. As it turned out, it wasn't a bad dream, as Philly opted not to take Daugherty and deal the University of North Carolina standout to the Cleveland Cavaliers. To make matters worse for Barkley, the Sixers also shipped one of his favorite teammates, Moses Malone, on the same day. Oh my God, they mess him up. They mess him up, y'all. They mess him up badly. Wow. And that's why until today he's still salty about the whole thing. Again, I don't have much time. Let me know how you feel about the whole thing. Let's see if there was anything else I can add to this wonderful story. It seems like this is it. I'm gonna start getting ready to go to work. Subscribe and let me know how you feel, guys. Let's see. For some reason I keep on seeing something. At the time, it was easy to see why Philadelphia would gamble big and give away Malone and Daugherty. The returning players included Henson, who averaged 19.6 points and 7.8 rebounds per game in the season prior, Jeff Wallen, who recorded 20.2 points and 11.4 rebounds per contest in the past four campaigns, but was struggling with injuries, and Clifford Trent Robinson, who had career average of 17.6 points and 9.1 rebound per game by the time of the trades. But shouldn't they have at least consulted what's his name, Charles Barkley? Barkley, to see what was gonna happen. Was he okay with it? It seems like he was really affected in a negative way by all that changes that happened to him. Unfortunately, neither Henson nor Robinson became game changers playing alongside Barkley, and Wallen played just 5 games for the Sixers before retiring for the first time due to his nagging injuries. Oh wow. On the other hand, Malone extended his consecutive All-Star appearance by 3 more years after the deal, and Daugherty became one of the Cavs' best players in franchise history. Wow. I see why Charles Barkley is so angry. Rather than feel a big three or off Chuck, Big Mo, and Hutch, the Sixers had to languish in the East, never making it past the second round of the playoff until 2001, chasing a ring futilely. Interestingly, Barkley said his Sixers career went downhill after the fateful draft day traded in 1986 that actually kick-started his superstar turn as he became an all-star for the first time in the 1986-1987 season, contrary to his team statements that he was already an all-star before and a perennial MVP nominee. Again, things are not gonna always turn out how you want it. It's life. You make the best you can out of it. Turn lemon to lemonade, and it's time to let go, man. It's time to let go. You can't keep on holding on to things that happened 20, 30 something years ago. It's just gonna hurt you, nobody else. Subscribe. Bye.